saying the word confidence this entire time, and if there's ever a team that works off of it, it's BreakThru, who off of a couple double satchels ended up making the second map happen. Let's see what happens now. On the defensive side, we don't see too many push setups.
Yeah, and Sim is not going to have that op just yet. He really hasn't been playing with it this entire series, so I think this is the map where we will finally see it, where he likes to kind of maneuver around the map, play mid, play back towards A, and anchor the B site alongside his teammate Brock. But no op this time. Set a node in there as Brock is going to look for early contact and info out towards B.
Oh. Brax doesn't get spotted on his lurk, as he usually does.
A base default here for both teams. Nation putting pressure towards mid to kind of keep players hovering around this market area. And BreakThru utilizing Sim dash to try and find early contact towards A.
Brax just holding W up mid, getting all the contact there against the KO. So a lot more work to do. Brax is on his lonesome, making all the ground in the world for his team. Might get into a 1v1 soon against the Jip, and now here comes the A take. Finally, there's one in the back line, and it's Thief. Thief dancing around with the Phantom, able to get two. Knocks down the round here, essentially, for BreakThru. Now there's only one. Brax with an SMG needs to fight it all the way back in a 1v4, make it a 1v3 now.
And Spike is just
spot the two.
It's in the middle of sight. Should be good for one, though. Reactions are a little bit slower there, and BreakThru able to hold it down. It's Thief in the middle of the site who gets a grapple at the perfect moment as that Paranoia comes through. I think the timing may be a little bit off for the Nation as, right, Paranoia goes in through from Tig, and the dash is just a second too late. The pushes as well, a second too late, which I think we'll see here in the replay. Yeah, you can see he's alone on site, and those two players are just stuck behind the smoke, and they're funneling out with no entry potential.
Yeah, that smoke just gives them too much space to work with, too.
Oh, this isn't like this goes here.
Very tough stuff in the Nation where things just break apart, but you still have a lot of utility, a lot of firepower on them. Still more or less the same setup. This time, though, they actually spot the Sova. A big difference in what has been the Nation's setup in the last few rounds.
Yeah, Sim going down, though. He's going to have to relegate himself to a Guardian here. So lesser buy coming through from Team BreakThru. The last round was just the bonus for the Nation. And Adele walks his way up. That doesn't break the trip. So there's still confidence in this mid-hold right now coming out from Team BreakThru. And Stewie. Drone spots only one, so there's a lack of information here for the Nation. And off of this, I think we're going to work back in towards a B hit, where Brax is, again, seen no one, spotted, heard no pushes. And it's just one trip holding them back, and only two players on the site, and Brock has really got no support offered to him from a proto.
No charges.
Let's see what sort of information they can get into the middle of sight, because again, these walls are made out of paper. But Brock with an Odin, able to get one out of this one. Can he get Wardell? No, it's just gonna be the 1v4 here, essentially, for a proto. A proto waiting. Here comes one, takes down Tig, two more over to Ward short, but he might peek stairs first. And indeed he does. It's Stewie that takes him down in a 3v3.
And all three players are posted up in the middle of sight. A nano swarm from Brax slows things down in that spawn push, giving them time to clear this last player. But now in a 3-on-3. Angles taken up, and Brax for one.
Brax is beautiful. Peeks out immediately when the stairs players come out. And the damage being done chipping away. But it is Sim, 1v2, full HP. Has some utility to work with, has a smoke to work with. Peeking Wardell now, gonna be able to take him down, but not a lot of time left. 1v1 against Brax. Brax around the corner, spamming away. Could just swing to get the headshot. Sim looking for half! The bullets whizzing past the forehead of Brax. Almost a chance for Sim to make a career-making play, but instead, 3-1.
And the way that Sim has been playing, you'd bet he finds that headshot. A 40% clutch rate, but not there. In a 1v2, he isolates them both. But Sim, not enough. And this exec from the Nation, a lot cleaner. This kind of default-y pace, a slow style, it's working for them, right? You take space towards mid with that double knife, recon combo, forcing the players in cat to not be able to peek towards mid, allowing that B split to work. And this round for the Nation is about, again, can you replicate that success now that you have rifles in your hand? Wardell, with only one player standing, has to go to the knives, and the rest of the team, we're on relegated guns.
This is tough now for Breakthrough. They're essentially just letting
And
all
it's-
of this mid control
Yeah.
go by.
A different trip setup. It instead plays for the fact that Wardell is going to make a dash out, or players will run out from market, and that's what they're looking for with that Ares, to be able to wallbang that.
Look how low it is, too. Weird setup for sure, but I don't even know if the nation wants to execute on to
Wow,
B.
that
And look at the
camera.
rotation from Breakthrough.
Yeah,
In
camera.
anticipation, there's 4 here.
Camera spots nothing in towards B main, and
And the
Stewie
knife is going to catch 2.
off of the drone. Still 45 seconds. This is the game that Nation played last round.
Whoa.
Force, that same drone went up towards Cat, and you can see the shift back. This was the exact same setup the Nation did in the last one for a B hit.
The contact piece is going to be everything. There's 2 players ready for that rotation.
And now Sim, like you said,
30
ready for the
seconds
rotation. He's the first
we
contact,
go.
nothing there. Doesn't get a shot. Grab ball slows, and
pull
Sim
doesn't work.
struggling.
No! Well, there goes Fly, at least taking 1 back, but the site could have been defended just off of that 1 dash. Takes that all away. The Nation, now with a completely empty A site, they still have a teammate trying to wrap up over towards Cat. But all 3 players for Team Breakthrough in this one area, in this one Cat spot, trying to shift back over towards Heaven, but it's tough now.
Rossi just spamming away, doesn't find much. I think this is Breakthrough kind of out of it. Tig has made a full wrap. He's gone from Cat to top mid,
Oh no, don't do
back
it.
to
He hears
bottom
the owl
mid,
drone.
and
Is
he should
going
get
for the knife?
one. Tig
Enemy remaining.
will
Nah,
shut him
just
down, and Brax with a singular tap. It's up to Flya.
Ooh.
Not enough in the back of Johnny. That's 4-1 for the Nation. Again, slow walk up into this site.
I want to say the ego on Brax to go for a tap there. There you go. There you go. I like it. The confidence is back already. 4-1. But the guns are back on Breakthrough. If there's ever a round for them to get wind back into their sails, it's this one.
And an op for Sim. I think this is one of the first times we're seeing it throughout this series.
Yeah, throughout the entire tournament.
Right. He picks up the op more frequently on this defensive side, and actually bests Wardell in the op department, so see if he has it in him to find a first blood. Sim. Stewie, who is now cautious of it. They know they have the money for it, so they're worried that Sim might go for a play like this.
Smoke goes up. Sim is forced to push out, but hasn't used his dash just yet, and it might be the perfect time for him to use it. Wardell, though,
Yeah.
pulls him in terms of the pick. Sim hasn't used his dash. The Nation have mid, and they took away an insanely pivotal pick.
Yeah, you can see Breakthrough have adjusted both of their trips to now be in this mid side. It's an area that the Nation have been exploiting over and over in these past 5 rounds, and especially in the last 2.
They prefer double Cat instead of having 1 person on A, 1 person on Cat. Breakthrough, putting a lot on the fact that Nation are all over
Oh.
mid.
Missed shot from Sim. Creates an opportunity into the B side, but Brock, of course it had to be Brock. Shot dart there as well, and like you said, paper thin is this
Wait,
side.
now he can
Brock,
go down.
gunned down
He
by
does.
Rossi.
That was perfect, but now the Hunter's Fury going in, not able to find too many other picks. Barassi just shifting through, holding W, able to take down Sim as he's going on in. But here comes Thief. How does a Proto get that kill through the wall? I thought the other one was gonna get it, but here we go, a 1v2 where the spike is down short.
Spike.
Wardell is gonna be able to get it. Doesn't have a lot of utility, only has updrafts to use. It's 37 HP.
They could swarm him from both sides, but I think it's smart. Take this double peek, take the double face, and he hears some
Uh-oh.
footsteps.
Might be
Wardell
one.
tagged by 1, but he does get 1. Not expecting the second.
Well
As a
done.
Proto catches him through the default box, and well, Breakthrough. A lot of missed opportunities, but a huge recovery on this 4 versus 5.
This is finally something for Breakthrough. I mean, we thought that things would just go wrong here on the B site. You only had, right, the Sova, who finally breaks things open with the Odin, of all things in B main. But the Nation, for how much they were pulling away rotations just from that Cat play, just from that mid play, I thought that could have been it, right?
And there's 5 ultimates now for Team Breakthrough to play off of. KO ult, Astro Wall, Hunter's Fury, Knives here for Sim, which was what they were banking on. He's going to give the operator over to Fly so they can still have a full, strong buy. And it's a lot of investments. The money for Team Breakthrough is just non-existent after this round if they lose. Nation still have the lockdown, but that's where that Hunter's Fury and where that lockdown come into play, and it's a triple tag. So much damage as Brock finds 2.
Breakthrough They have Nation in the palm of their hands with just one fell swoop. One ulti. Puts them in the driver's seat. Flya with a pick over towards mid, but it's no actual pick. It's just the contact. The information being spotted over towards B main 2. The knife not catching anything. Not only that, but some information over towards Cat. Sim. 1v1 here against Rossi. Taps Sim away. And Wardell has no chance. Sim stomps on the gas pedal. Takes down the pivotal Cat rush. The Nation still maintaining the lead, but the eco is gone.
That's just a huge round from Brock alone. A lovely two-piece off of this onto Hunter's Fury. He gets 3 tags. I mean, he does so much damage here, and it's just enough for Sim to find 2 more. Shutting down the Nation. Sometimes Hunter's Fury is all you need, and it's off of a deep knife that they've been throwing on B-Link. The contact has been made there. And now Sim to challenge mid once more. He will have, for now, Rossi watching back towards B-Link, so it will give Sim a little bit of space to op here.
A lot of space, really. Can dash back. Ooh, the recon forces him to use that dash, but still, smoke goes away. Still a bit of a chance, but again, do you exactly want to play this out when you're against SMGs, when you're against pistols, when they could just scale up and get real close?
And that's what
Especially
they're
with
doing,
that
yeah.
up, Sim. He feels the pressure.
That smoke is exactly what you were mentioning, the scale up. Sheriff, just dancing with it. Tagged a little bit, but it's the Nation that are back up here towards mid, and Sim is...
What? They're still dedicating to
repositioned
3A.
Once a little more, not enough there, and the KO ultimate there to shut down if they want to use this lockdown, but for now, team breakthrough. Odin still on this B site, and here comes the hit already. Brock, ready to take the wall bangs.
It's only 2 here on B. It might just be possible if they go quick. Brock is getting spotted. 16 HP left on Brock. Still has an Odin to use, still has a chance here. Brax able to get 2! Able to get 2! 3v3 now. The pistols are starting to work here for the Nation, but time is running out.
Camera taken out.
Might get wall bang, but no one's looking.
Brax
No
has the
one's
ace.
looking the way of Brock and Brax.
Wow.
The Deagle Demon is not enough. The Nation almost had it again. I mean, it was Brax that had the 4K and on Fracture with this Sheriff. But this time, Team Breakthrough put an end to it, give him no opportunities. And now, in this round, they've stabilized their economy. The Nation really still not working with too much in terms of
But
their
they saved
cash
for a
flow
reason
after
last
this round, right? They have the lockdown and the KO ultimate, but again, this round is their economy on the line.
Well, this is everything then. They gotta use all of those ultimates. They gotta somehow get their way back into this game. They hold it real slow. They somehow want this mid-entry. Even though they've already put up a smoke, they do not want that 1v1. Sim has been so cheeky in front of that smoke.
Another adjustment from Team Breakthrough. No trips now here towards mid.
They
They're
see
going
the
to rely
smoke dissipate, and now they
fully
want
on
to peek?
Sim. They're playing off-site with the Cypher to avoid this KO ultimate so that,
What?
at least for now, Brock has something to work with on this B site. And this is the rare times we're seeing an attacking operator from Wardell. Dodges the shot, and that'll put Sim in just a jump spot position now.
It's going to be an op contact on B. Actually wrapping back towards market. That's actually
I
a
think
better
Brax
idea, but the Nation, they're going back and they...
is coming here for the lockdown. Brax, he wants to use it and pop this KO ultimate immediately after, but they're starting to sense it. Brock has elected to take the aggressive peek in towards B main, sees nothing. It allows now Rossi to shift back
KO ulti
over.
first.
No lockdown in this time around as Rossi gets shut down early.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, but very surprising how there's no KO use or KJ ulti. 4 players over towards heaven, and wow, look how deep this ultimate actually is going to be. Can they wallbang it? We'll see. Brax is just gonna try to fight it for his life. 5 players alive after the revive. A Proto trying to come out of cap, but it's not gonna work. Everyone has this go so far away from sight, back towards their spawn, back into deep cat. But the Nation, they don't actually take that control. Is there anyone in heaven? Is there anyone in cat? No, there isn't. They go for the first pick though. There goes Stewie, taking down 1, 3 over towards heaven. It might be 4 with a revive. Thief with a big kill. We're back to fight for breakthrough. A shot from Stewie, but it misses. 1v4 though, with time losing out. Rossi could just do it on his own. Is time away? No, he didn't. He did it all, but couldn't win the round. 5-4 going back towards breakthrough. But that lockdown, Sully, it almost did everything for the nation.
And they're so fast after the lockdown goes away. Breakthrough are just immediately into the site thereafter. And Tig, I got questions because he takes the TP behind the Cosmic Divide and he's really in no spot to support his teammate. I think you'll see it here on the replay. Yeah, Tig is behind this Cosmic Divide and doesn't take any peeks. Allows these players to swing out heaven. There's nobody watching. That Cosmic Divide is what throws the rest of the nation off their game. Camera up here now, and they're set back to a mid-hold. Trip's there to support Sim as well now.
The early knife, not able to catch anything. They wanted someone who was getting a first contact close, but I feel like that knife should have gone a bit deeper. With how spread this setup is, the nation, they're looking for some sort of contact back over towards mid, and they're just playing with the fact that Sim has been so aggressive through that smoke, trying to bait him to peek.
Yeah, Shock breaks the tripwire, so that will commit Sim here now to playing this mid angle, and these two players, that smoke on Cat, they don't know if anyone's walked out on A just yet. Flash gets no contact, no reaction from the nation.
They might have spotted two out of that aloe drone, but I don't know for sure. Even then, Nation, they're not doing anything with that information currently, just holding on to mid.
Dart
still have the op to deal with.
Full clears the A site. Rock throwing a dart all the way, Sim. Try to risk-breaking flick, not enough. Flya now forced off the angle as a punishment from Mordell as he gets in his face. The angle picked up, and it's Thief again alone on the site.
Thief, not gonna get spotted, but the wide swing is just better. Double wide swing, Thief had no chance. 2 players remaining here for Team Breakthrough, and it's really a contemplation on whether or not they actually want to go through. Owl drone is out, so they can maybe get a kill through the wall, through the floor. Proto just goes out, dry frag onto 1. Stewie back. Team Breakthrough, they had their chances. But the Nation, I mean, kind of shocking them in a quick second there over towards Cat. There just wasn't enough of a defense there for Breakthrough on A.
Yeah, I do feel that the way they kind of manipulated this Cat area is they put early pressure, pulled away, broke that trip to keep rotations from happening early, and then they pounce. As soon as a gap opens up or as time starts to run low and they think, okay, Breakthrough have made adjustments, there should be no one Cats, and there's only one. Beef had backed away, putting Fly in a typical spot, and just to wrap things up, it's taken through a great paranoia. And now the Nation still buys for back both of these sides. As close as you can get again. The Nation looking for 7 here. As you want to go into that defensive side with confidence. They beat the Dark Ratio, they've dominated. Thumb on both halves. Brock looking for damage. Has literally got Brax on 3 HP.
Yeah, it was so good. Sim might be looking to finish it off, but with an op? That's a little risky. Brax is backed up enough, but he might actually get some timing onto Sim. The alarm bot was there. Almost a perfect setup for Brax, who could have gotten a kill with single-digit HP.
And it's a different look here from Breakthrough that we have seen from them. It's one trip towards mid, but now a Proto is playing on the A site. They're leaving Sim to anchor this op in hopes of funneling them into the A site, but I think the Nation have a different plan. They know Sim is aggressive. They know they need to clear him. And Sim, it's hunt or be hunted. He has the op, and he's prowling.
Is he gonna get flashed?
And there's no
He's
dash,
gonna
he
get
can't
flashed
get out.
immediately. Sim waiting for a contact, waiting for a pixel. He doesn't have a dash. Might he be able to run away? Whoa! Flash barely hits him. Sim is able to run away back into sight. He has a second player right next to him. 25 seconds left. There's a player in mid that hasn't gone up to garage. And finally, there's a smoke there to try to get him up. But they're just going to maintain the position. They're just going to maintain the rotation. Here comes the hold. Here comes the big kills from Sim and Brock. Sim and Thief come out for the last 2. But Breakthrough do not allow the Nation through a single step onto that B site.
Sim with his early contact in towards B main. And Thief has just been so pivotal with these grab wells. Dropping and slowing and delaying. I mean, the Nation are going for last second execs. And Breakthrough are realizing it's a slow default style from them, where in the sense that they're sitting back and not taking space early on. They're putting pressure and peeling away. So what do? They put someone like Sim in an op. Someone that can get out for free in a position where he can do the most damage. And it's on the B site where that op angle can truly shine.
Yeah, out for free, by the way. It was a bit of a foot race for him to get out, but he got Now the Nation, one last round to go.
My ult is ready.
They're not exactly going fast and furious. I mean, we haven't really seen any sort of fast play from them so far in this half. As they take A main for first time in a minute. No contact anywhere else. They finally pulled out that recon bolt in mid.
And again,
Nothing.
a proto is here on this A site. Tripwire ready for Wardell to make the dash.
Could
but
be
it
a
won't
wall bang
catch him.
too.
I don't think it'll catch him if he actually goes up and above. Wardell
Aldrin
really
in,
dash, no
Wardell
star,
above.
no gravel to slow them down here, and you're gonna
No
get
one is tripped yet.
2 players going through the trip, and both are on Jenny now.
Do they have any idea? There goes Tig, but do they have any idea about Wardell? But Wardell doesn't get a kill from it. This is so scrappy. Sim trying to fight for Wardell, but it's not happening. Wardell's still alive in the back of sight. The Nation have 3 players remaining. Breakthrough with a man advantage.
Yeah, but they're coming from 2 different angles. Wardell, one massive shot will cue now the null command for Rossi. And a 3-on-3. Alarm bot broken. They know there's pressure there, but they don't know how many. And Brock still. Odin up top here can find so many wall bangable angles.
They clear the flank, and now they can fully, confidently get into this site. They don't have any smokes. They can't cover off A main, but they're just going into a dry. There goes Wardell. There goes Brax, getting the 2 kills they need. But Brock now in a 1v1 has no idea where the KJ is. Close, but not enough. And the shotgun won't connect onto Brax. Brax hugs the corner and stays alive, ties it going into the second half.
That is 6-6 between these 2 teams. Breakthrough. Again, from a 13-1 loss. It felt that morale had to be at a low. They come back here on map number 2, and then on map 3, it's as gritty as you can get. Sim comes online alongside Brock. Finally, Stewie is online as well, and Wardell is starting to show signs of life here. It's a back and forth, very similar to map 2, where the Nation got a very early lead and instantly back. Breakthrough respond, and now in this second half,
Uh-oh.
you still need a little bit more from these top 3 players. Stewie in the backseat role with his initiation. Piss around focuses mid here from the Nation. Again, they are adapting. They like to walk down A off of Wardell, but this time around, they're playing this fast rotate towards A and B, similar to what we saw in Haven.
Reminder, the Nation didn't win a single defensive round on this map yesterday. 0-8 against the Silk Road.
That was Haven. It's all right. I get the maps confused. Ascent and Haven, basically the same thing in my opinion.
Yeah, to be honest. I mean, 3 sites, 2 sites. I mean, what's the difference?
Fast take on Debay here. 2 players coming from the Nation. 3 players actually back towards mid. And holy heck, 4 players are watching here towards main. And I think 1 has a shorty. Never mind, they're going to push into it instead.
Yeah, right on in. Still 2 players in the back line, could be able to defend, but Thief might get it all over towards Cat. The Ghost tapping away, but not able to get the headshots, and Tig hides in the corner, able to get him instead. A 3v3, all 3 players are in the back. Do they expect that? A Proto, 2 players on the other side for a crossfire. Wardell trying to get into Jenny, but do they have any idea about Faya? Faya with 25 HP. Able to get the kill onto Stewie, but not onto Wardell, and Wardell has the defuse.
Just enough time as well. The 3-player look and a huge paranoia, but that comes down to a really big firing range between 4 on 4 players for the side of Breakthrough versus 3, and peak late from heaven as well. Wardell and Stewie 2K, iconic way to close it out for them. 7-6, picking up the pistol, and now it's rifles for the Nation, and Breakthrough, they've been in this position before. It's about being calm and trying to work the picks. You give a Proto that Sheriff, he's gonna find something.
Yeah, something, for sure. Don't know if it's a kill, but he'll find
Hopefully,
something
right?
in the round. We'll see, though. Breakthrough. They're playing all together, but they're maintaining a Proto. They're maintaining the Sentinels in general on their lonesomes lurking.
You give someone like Sim this kind of space alongside Flya, they're gonna try and wiggle their way into the site. Stewie hasn't had the most brilliant of games here, but he's gonna make quick work of at least 2, and now I think the team Breakthrough again. Very similar story to every eco round that they've had is, let's look for damage, see what we can get, and try and just move on to the next quickly, which they've been really good at so far this game.
1 enemy remaining.
And this is just building that confidence back up for the Nation, because again, Sully, we saw this sort of situation in the last map, and they lost the pistol. They lost almost every round after that. They only won 3 rounds in the second half after tying the first half. This is a decent, different start here for the Nation.
Yeah, much better start as well. To get Stewie 4 kills. Someone that, yeah, again, first half a little lackluster, stepped up massive in the second map, but you look at this lineup for the Nation, and it was Rossi and Stewie who were heavy hitters in that second map, and I mentioned it, Wardell, Brax, Tig, nowhere to be seen. Both under 10 kills in the second map, and now Wardell has come alive.
Oh, yeah.
Has the Guardian in his hand, and this will be the bonus look for the Nation as they want to try and take Wardell's Guardian skills out towards A main, establish that early control. I mean, see what they can find. A deep B main tuck from Brax. He's going to play off of his turret, and it's a tricky spot because the only contact is the turret.
Yeah, but it might just be a one and done if that's the case. And it might only be one at that point. But no one is actually going towards B main for breakthrough. They're still doing some cheekiness, though. There's a man in line.
Yeah, they're tucking into A main here, the Nation. They want to try and make that fight, and that's a lovely paranoia. Rossi trying to exploit the space as Wardell there to try and help. But they recognize it. Sim there to help re-clear with his teammates. And that will be Team BreakThru taking full site control, and given the fact this is a bonus, I think we see the Nation kind of just barreling into the site looking for anything.
Just water falling out, just trying to find a couple pixels, but instead they are getting found. Flya, able to play whack-a-mole. Couple shots to the head. Getting 2 kills over towards Heaven. It's only 1 here in terms of Brax, but any exit kills here for Brax is massive. That lockdown on the defensive side, so pivotal to have. And he has 5 targets in front of him to try to farm. I have a feeling he wants to find them.
I think the only issue is there's a trip here.
Will he turn the corner before them?
But we'll see if Brax can get anything. I think for breakthrough, though, it's again, Sim being a really big player here, and he comes up big again. Sim has just been on fire these last 2 maps. Comes online in the second map and continues that form here. And I think especially in the second half where you don't really have the best of entries. Sim is, again, 3rd most first kills in this event, leading up to this best of 3. And with the 7-2 first kill first set that he had on map 2, he's carrying that form over. Finding first bloods, finding big entries, and giving Sim the opportunity to just explode onto sites. Flya only 1 off the null command as well will be big. And it's the op here for Wardell, taken towards mid.
Well, no, actually, he went back to a Vandal, I think. Back to a rifle, but it doesn't matter. Nobody hitting up that 1v1. Breakthrough. Getting control back over in B main and making a whole lot of noise.
This is so interesting. They're playing 3 players around this singular alarm bot.
What?
And putting Faith and Tig to solo whole day. Now they move Wardell over, who does have the operator.
Well known that they're A2.
No command here available now as they pick that up on the fly, and this is where the exec looks. How quick is Wardell to get into Heaven? They spot already Tig.
What?
And the slowdown gives Wardell time to position. A back away now in a full clear of B main. So this is confidence from the Nation that this is an A hit. But the knife again clearing. The same knife thrown from mid. And they rework back. The Nation.
The knife spotting no one, and it's all 4 pretty much ready and raring to go. Dashing onto the top of Jenny. There's one person in cap waiting for the crossfire, but there's a smoke in his way. Nobody in Heaven able to peek. I mean, the mind games, it works out for a free plan, essentially. Maybe the Hunter's Fury has something to say about it.
Doesn't get any tags, just buying extra seconds.
He should have planted at that point after the 3rd.
Proto back towards mid, and Thief here with Rock, looking to try and hold towards Heaven. A Shock Dart will split them apart, but its main focus
4 cap.
now for the Nation is coming through mid, and there's still a Proto waiting.
Yep, a Proto could come up at any point now, but Tig has the angle, and now it's a 3v5. 2 players in the back of sight, 1 player playing out from main, and it's only 2 remaining. Wardell picks up a big one. Here comes the big swing from Flya. Flya makes the run possible.
Brock!
Brock, are you kidding me?
How does Flya do that again? 15 and 12 and 3 come from something like this. It's magical the way he does it. The spin back, I didn't even know Wardell was there. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Makes it just a slight bit more winnable for Brock, and on 10 HP, he's good for them both. And you can see the way both of those players are looking, they're both trying to trade. And the last second flick, Brock already has his aim set. And in a round that should have 100% been the Nation's in a 5-on-2.
Ooh, Wardell!
This is now the Nation back in it.
The Wardell, he swung all the way up into top mid as a defensive player to get that pick on the B side. BreakThru now trying to go in, still into B. But it's only 3 players, and there's 2 players at the back of B. Looking to do something before
They're doing damage here somehow.
All the impact in the world of the round before. Nate coming out, and Wardell can't do anything other than back up into his spawn. And the site is cleared! The site is cleared out of nowhere. A 5v3 into a 3v2.
A literal bounce back within seconds from the Nation. I'm sitting here trying to hype up this crazy play, and instantly Wardell finds one off rip. Hunter's Fury, if they want to try and Hunter's Fury that over in Wardell's spawn. But he does get spotted, and now they know. He only has a stinger here, and on such low HP, it seems almost improbable that he gets it off.
Yeah, Fly is in a perfect position. Everyone else can just play the contacts for him, and he'll be the cleanup. Tig, 100 HP, allowing Wardell to go out. Maybe they know where Fly is. Tig getting the kill with a stinger. 2v2, there's a decent amount of time left, but they're not able to find a Proto, and Brock pops out and takes out the last 2. BreakThru. Okay, they land on their feet, at least. But it's still kind of intense. A lot of guns taken away from them, and their cash isn't perfect.
No, and this is the pivotal round for the Nation. Loss here puts BreakThru on to 10. Full reset on the Nation's side.
Right.
And then we're getting in dangerous territory where it's only 2 rounds to go, and BreakThru find 11. And the money mismatch. Brock isn't buying either Flya or Thief. He's just going to hold onto the rifle and play with his Hunter's Fury again. And Flya, I mean, he had his ultimate 2 rounds ago. He's only 2 off of it once more. First time we're seeing a workout mid, and Wardell back with the op for the second time around. It's good to find first blood.
I mean, we saw the cheeky attack op, but on the defensive side, a lot more comfortable, to say the least. And I have no idea who else is here in Cat now. It's actually Rossi. The KO with a whole lot of util, the hold back the take, and indeed, he's doing exactly that job. A single nade is taking away attention from Cat, and the one-way could help. Rossi now with the wide swing, gonna be able to take down 1, but does he know about the second? The Cypher did have the cage, and the cage was popped. Rossi in the back of sight, he has some help.
Does he want to pop the ultimate? There's 50 seconds left, and Rossi,
he could.
tucked behind Jenny. Stewie not too far off of this flank. He's got a Proto with his back turn, and Rossi doing everything he can to delay.
Wow! That could have been a full flash, but still, 2 players over the wards.
Stewie see him?
With the full smoke, they can't do anything. Here comes a swing. Stewie 2K able to get 1, but still a 2v2. And it's a whole lot of pressure now. BreakThru, they have the neural theft. They have the cosmic divide. They're just waiting now.
Kind of know where a Proto's angle is. And both players, they should be watching towards you. Nobody up towards heaven. Wardell with the op. Alright, does it clear? A Proto given a chance, and now Wardell, just the classic, and doesn't have much to work with. He has the op, but time is running low. Wardell
he has to
has
defuse.
so much pressure on him. He needs a Proto with his back turn! An Op Academy Wardell, a no-scope to the body. And there is just enough time to find 9.
He doesn't need a scope. He doesn't need a right click. Mouse 1 is all that he needs. Wardell stands up tall again. The professor. Class is back in session. I love it. 9-9. Going back and forth. The Nation now barely with a bye. I mean, they were dragged into this round by Wardell, and you could see it. Bulldog, SMGs down the board. BreakThru might have a big round in front of him, but it could be a reset.
And it's so tight between these 2 teams, because whoever loses is reset, gives a chance for 11. And Team BreakThru, it's a KO and a KO. Both null commands online in Wardell. Not initially spotted, but that's going to shut down all the KJ utility. An instant TP from Tig, and Wardell back for more.
Could get a whole lot more. Still 2 players coming out of main, 1 more player coming out of garage, but there's a crossfire. 2 more
Saw the
players here
barrel.
in B.
They come to the spawn! In the
Waiting for
spawn!
the cage to go down. No.
Defenders.
The rush goes in, and now the spike is in spawn. A Proto does get one through the smoke, and will they be able to get the spike at all? KO's not watching. They could actually be able to get it. Wardell not able to get the pick. Spray goes through the wall, and the shock would, yes, should be able to take him down. But what they don't know, 2 players are still here for the nation. KO, not KO, KJ in the back line, alongside the Omen, playing around
the
with
swing!
space. What a swing, but Tig goes down immediately. Brax playing, dancing, 37 HP, but can't do anything against the flying right click, 1v2.
Made from Rossi, flash to try and bait that pressure, and they know, they surely do know, only with a Bulldog though. And right around the corner is Steve at Proto. He walks, Rossi spotted. 7 bullets left now, needs something huge. Yoda not too far, but 30 in the bag, and the flash. Will gets one, but he doesn't check, he spins! And a Proto through the box, saving Team Breakthru.
Wow.
And that's a 10th round, and now no money for the nation.
Such a clutch spray there from a Proto through the box. I mean, he just doesn't see him. Even if it's only 1 or 2 bullets that he needs to hit, it's still that spatial awareness that takes Breakthru into the next. It's pistols now, Sully.
Yeah, and this is Nation with their backs against the wall. So similar to that second map. They've had 2 successful retakes, 1 in the pistol and 1 with the Wardell no-scope. Otherwise, it's been Team Breakthru over and over. Early pressure, they're switching the setups, nothing towards mid except for the
That
single
could have helped.
KO. And Wardell not finding anything in the Nation, given nothing by Team Breakthru. They pivot back to the B site, avoiding Wardell in that double up draft.
Right here.
KJ Util able to find everyone essentially from Breakthru on B, but the Nation is just another one of those rounds where you just have to bring up the fact that momentum, when it's being built for this team, it gets built up fast.
Hold up.
But here comes the pistols. Oh my goodness, Brax and Rossi able to get 2. That definitely helps them out. Definitely helps the confidence. It helps them out in the round. It's a 3v3. We're even.
And Wardell, who's been so
No one has
good
the cross.
in this 3rd map, really needs to come alive now with these knives. He's really the only
they're
one
waiting
with
for the
any weapon.
re-clear.
And the dark clears be main. That will give Wardell the confidence to take this space.
Here we go.
Rifle picked up for 1 in Wardell. Only the knives and a smoke. No dash, no updraft.
Oh, that smoke is crazy. They're gonna
He
try to
does
go for a
TP.
TP. Here comes the double swing. Suey with a big kill. Thief with a spray. Gets nothing. Tig with a drop. Gets another big kill. Rockin' a 1v2. Does it again. 11-9 Breakthru. Dodge the miracle from the Nation.
Over and over, Brock with his back against the wall. It's something about this man. Plus 101 coming into this series through the event. An insane number. 5 first deaths through 4 best of 3s. And now in this one, he has been untouchable, leading his team again. Still, more to play as Team Breakthru are still kind of broke. They don't really have too many credits. They've lost every single player almost every single time in these past 3 rounds.
Oh,
And they're still locked down a Hunter's Fury for the Nation. A chance
that recon didn't spot Brax.
and a life to live.
Oh, Brax is swinging. Almost able to combo there with the paranoia. But it's just more intensity. It's just more pressure on a round that the Nation cannot lose.
Miss shock and a block down already primed. And it will come down to those 2 players. Wardell working off of this alarm bot mid.
Look how slow this is. Not a single contact, not a single lurk everywhere else. When have we ever seen this from Team Breakthru?
And I think that drone out mid, it's pulled Tig off site. Just the lockdown here. The knife, the timing needs to come in now. And now Tig needs to arrive.
Wow.
But it's Brax alone. This lockdown is so vulnerable.
Who has stairs for him? Brax is just holding behind the box. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Brax has it. The lockdown going in. Another light swing. The lockdown should get. No! What a drop. But even then, the Nation
30
only
seconds
have 1 player to face on. They did everything to take down that lockdown. And in the end, it's the Nation that uses it like a lamp to a moth.
An
10 to 11.
unbelievable scramble. An unbelievable scramble into that site. A smoke drop by Tig in the front of stairs diverts Sim's point of attack. I mean, if we have a replay, you'll see it, but Sim goes from going to stairs to help his team entry into working in a spawn, and there's the replay. You'll see it here in a second. That smoke pushes Sim in towards Tig, delaying, buying time. And Brax is able to find two there on the site. Huge play coming out from the nation to give us 10 and to reset Team BreakThru.
The nation.
No one towards mid. This is a big switch up. Just an alarm bot to play off of.
I was about to say, but yeah, it's easy that they could play no one mid, right? But they spot the smoke. They spot at least the potential of someone able to lurk. Rossi goes away back into Cat, doesn't spot Heaven. Where is Sim going with this?
Rossi doesn't know. Rossi has his back turned. He's
How can he impact this round?
Oh, he's playing with the rest of his team. One way up and Rossi,
Yeah,
not
Rossi's
looking,
dead off
not
of
looking, Rossi.
Yeah. It's
Out
only
and
Cat,
about,
though.
caught
What is
unaware.
this position for Tig? Tig just playing the one way. There's no way that they're going to be able to spot him, but the neural theft gets him. He's not even able to hold on for 2 kills. He's only able to hold on for 0. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That one neural theft shut it all down. The nation had such a cheeky setup, but now it's 2. They have a Hunter's Fury. They might as well hold on to it for a more possible round. What's the lockdown at here for Brax? He could get a couple frags.
No, he just used it last round. I don't think there's going to be much. I only got 2 off of it as well. So we're looking for a little bit extra from Stewie. Stewie with 1.
They're
Stewie
fighting.
still
They could save for overtime.
an opportunity. Do they? I'm thinking they should, but they might just go for it. A little spray, a little haphazard. It's a
Whoa, what's
2-1-2.
going on? What?
And now they're clearing under Heaven. He's so far away. It's a Hunter's Fury, but this is all it's going to take. How have they done this? It's a trade back.
It goes down.
No!
Beautiful from Brock.
Match point.
An iconic way to go out.
Once more.
And Stewie tries to trace him back. I think he tags 2 off of this
He
Hunter's
tags
Fury.
2.
The one Hunter's Fury tags 2 players, and that's what makes this possible. Stewie not able to trace it back, and they had the plan, they had an idea. And Brock again for another clutch.
I was doubting on whether or not they would even need it, but now we're going into the next Team BreakThru. 1 round away from challengers.
And Ortal, oh my goodness. Out and about wandering is caught again. And Flya, 1 off his null command. And the rest of the nation scrambling in a 4-on-4. Mid left open again, just an alarm bot to watch. With this 5-man approach, a tidal wave coming through onto the A site, ready to submerge these players. Tig in the back of sight. Rossi not too far off, has been excellent, but is he good enough? The nade not enough to slow, and there he goes.
The flash didn't hit him. Tig can play a little more. Will he TP? No, the nade gets him. The nation are down to 3. There's 1 over towards Heaven. Make it 2 now. And they get the big pick onto Stewie. Only 2 remaining. Rossi tapping away, not able to find any headshots. And Thief might have just sealed it for BreakThru. A 1v4 for Braxton Swag Pierce. The gate is closed on him. The information is taken in. It's almost inevitable now. Brax has to burst out of the smoke, has to burst out and make his name known, but BreakThru have gone through to challengers.
And in such an iconic way to close it, who is it? None other than Brock. Multiple massive 1vx clutches there in that second half, and it's enough to push them over the line. Team BreakThru, or your first team qualified to split 1 of challengers.
Wow. BreakThru, at least so far, we just hadn't seen a lot from them. They faced teams that were around the tier 2 region, right? That were at least more possible competition for them. In their first best of 3 against actual VCT opponents, Sully, they held on so strong. They looked veterans. They looked like veterans in the way that they were able to adjust at the end.
Yeah, I don't know about that first map, but the second, and third map were definitely enough for them. And Team BreakThru, what a comeback. I mean, the morale from map 1 to map 2, back to map 3 to keep things going, to push us over the line. I mean, it's a team full of resilient players, and Brock stars and heads all 5 of them. An exceptional player and comes alive in all 3. I mean, he's the one that's consistent through all 3 maps. Even in that 13-1, had moments where he made rounds winnable. And then Sim comes online in map 2 and continues that form in map 3. If this is a team BreakThru that continues that kind of stature into challengers and into split 1 where they're playing up against the invited teams, this is a team that is up for contention to actually contest against those invited teams.